Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I was in the shower this morning and it weighed heavily on me to come and talk to y'all about college and student loans. I know most of my subscribers are between the age of 18 and 24. I know that there are people older than that who watch my channel, so thank y'all for y'all support. I just want to talk to those who are in their senior year of high school, or you guys are incoming freshmen in the fall. Lo and behold, things kind of normalized with Corona, COVID-19, but these tips are universal, and I wish I had put more thoughts into getting student loans and things like that. I wish it was a more difficult decision to make versus just jumping into and getting student loans, you know, my freshman year of college. I wish somebody had sat down with me and talked to me about the benefits and as well as the cons, because there are many cons of getting student loans. I wish I had someone to do that. Okay, I just want to back up to my high school experience just so y'all can see where I'm coming from. So I've been out of high school for about 5 years now, but I graduated in 2015, and at that time I took pretty much all AP classes. I remember taking AP Literature, AP US History, and AP Abstract Calculus. And the thing with AP classes is that you have the opportunity to take this exam, and this exam, if you do well enough on it, it allows you to get college credit. So you don't have to take whatever class that you're taking in high school. You don't have to take like the college level classes. You can bypass that and go straight into the next step. And for some reason I decided not to take those placements tests. Now I know for calculus your girl was not I was not about to pass that. I know I was not going to get a passing grade on that. I know for a fact that I would have made a 4 or higher on literature, and I didn't have to take some of the classes that I needed to. So boom, if you are an AP student and you do have the opportunity and the means to take those tests, I definitely recommend that you do, because what's $100 to $300 compared to a $900 college class at a 4-year university? Of course, if you go to community college, classes are about $300 to $500. I'm just going to say half that of a 4-year institution. If you are able, apply yourself in your high school classes and take those advanced placement tests. What do you have to lose besides a few $100s? Just see how you place. I remember we had mock AP exam testing at my school, and that's how I know I would have done really well on the literature, because I placed well on the mock exam. So I really wish I would have taken the actual ones. And I remember we used to have study sessions on Saturdays. So it's not like they didn't prepare you or they don't help you, but if you have the means and you're able, take those placements tests. If your high school offers dual enrollment or whatever, take those opportunities and get those classes in. Get that college credit under your belt so you don't have to take it when you actually get to college. I wish I had done that. And now moving on, we're here talking about student loans. The tip for me is to think about your other options. If you can work and go to school, I recommend at least do that. At least work part-time and at least attempt to pay for half of your tuition yourself. Even if you have to get student loans to cover the other portion, at least attempt to pay for half of your classes yourself. Ask your parents. If nobody is talking about how you're going to pay for college, ask your parents what you're going to, like, can y'all help me out? Can y'all pay half? Maybe your parents can pay half and you can pay half. Go for that. If you have to get student loans, don't max out on the student loans. Like, I know they offer like $6,000 for this one, $7,000 for that one. You don't have to take the max. Again, I repeat, you do not have to take the max. I have, I think, about 2 student loans at the moment where I took the max on, but that was when I didn't know any better. I wish somebody had told me you don't have to take that amount of money. Again, you do not have to take that amount of money. With that being said, only take what you need. If you only need $2,376, only take $2,376. You don't have to take more. Also in college, at my school, we had continuing merit scholarships. And whatever college you're in, they have scholarships as well. So again, admissions have the continuing merit. So if you do well in your classes, keep your grades up. you have the opportunity come, like in my school, it was around springtime. Around springtime, you apply for these continuing merit scholarships. Every year that I applied for continuing merit scholarship, I have gotten a continuing merit scholarships. I'm in grad school now. I'm continuing to apply for grad continuing merit scholarships because those exist too. My college, every year they offer, I forgot how much money, but they offer so many scholarships. Every year I apply. That part isn't hard at all, especially for your school scholarships. I applied for my College of Business scholarships every year, and more than likely I am getting at least one scholarship by the College of Business. I'm getting at least one scholarship from continuing merit. Super easy to apply for. If you applied yourself during the previous semester, there should be no issues. No issues at all. One year, I completely forgot to apply for continuing merit. It's not that I did apply and didn't get a scholarship. I was like, I should have way more scholarships. Wow, what is missing? What did I not do? I looked through. Lo and behold, your girl forgot to apply for continuing merit. That was $3,500 that I missed out on because I forgot to apply. $3,500 that I missed out on because I forgot to apply. It's so easy. It's so easy. I know it kind of almost sounds like a brag, but let it be encouragement. I've never made a C in college. So I didn't say college wasn't difficult, because it definitely was very difficult getting my undergraduate degree, especially in a lot of my major classes, in those math classes, and history. For some reason, history, the professor that I took was just extra hard, but he was very attractive, so I like looking at him. I've only ever taken between 12 and 14 class hours because for me, I valued that portion of my education. Me doing that allowed me to have the opportunities to do well in my classes and continuously apply for continuing merit scholarships, always maintaining at least a 3.6 GPA, but most of the time a 3.75 GPA. I'm not saying I was a 4.0 student, but I always maintained a very high GPA. You know, I graduated magna cum laude. Shouts out to your girl. But I never had more than 5 classes.
I'm not saying that it's not possible to have a high GPA and take 18 hours. For me, that just wasn't the case. And it's okay that if you cannot do that. Not everybody can operate like that. If you can, that is amazing. I'm not saying that it cannot be done. I'm just sharing my experience.
I usually never took summer classes. Of course, if you take summer classes, you can finish your degree a lot sooner. But hey, I finished my degree in 4 years. I just had an extra semester. So originally I was supposed to graduate in May, but I graduated in December. Still in the year 2019, the year that I was supposed to graduate, you know. My school offered so many scholarships, and if I had not applied for them, I wouldn't have got them. Because I applied myself in my college classes, I was able to obtain so many scholarships. And I know people, I would tell them, apply for continuing merit, apply for continuing merit. But because they took such high level of classes and they couldn't maintain A's or B's in all of those classes, but making a D or a C in those classes kind of it hurts your GPA. So when it comes time to apply for these scholarships, you're not really the likely candidate. So I said all that to say you don't have to take 1,000 classes at one time. Pace yourself. It took me 4 years, an extra semester. In my senior year, I actually did take 3 summer classes. I was eligible for a Pell Grant to pay for my summer classes, at least a portion of it, and the remaining I paid out of pocket. From summer 2019 to fall 2019, I began paying for my classes out of pocket when my scholarships did not cover. I think the last student loan I took out was in 2018, and it wasn't for that much. I think I already paid that one off. And I began paying off my student loans this year. Your girl is on a journey to get debt free. So I'm going to make a separate video about that. And to the incoming people right now. Coming in a future video soon, we're going to talk all about my journey to being debt free. I'm not there yet. I'm just really excited because I'm actually reaching my goals. Also, apply for outside scholarships. I know I mostly talked about applying for scholarships inside the school, the university that you're attending. But there are millions of dollars in scholarships out there on the internet that you just have to apply for. If you aren't working this summer, Let your goal be to apply for 10 scholarships a day. If you can't do 10, do 5 scholarships a day. Every day, apply for 5 to 10 scholarships. You should get some. Apply for all of them. Look up tips on how to write good scholarship essays. Do what you have to do. And I'm in a lot of organizations surrounding accounting. Those organizations also offer scholarships. Apply for all of those sort of outside scholarships. Whatever field that you're in, look up companies that you wouldn't mind working for and see if they offer scholarships. There's so much opportunity to not take out hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loans, even tens of thousands of dollars in student loans. Let student loans be your last resort and never take the max amount unless you need it. I also want to talk about, again, other means of paying for college, and that is being involved on campus. I was a RA, a resident assistant. I have a whole video about how to become an RA, and I think it has helped lots of people. That's literally the process that I went through. I was an RA for 3 years, you know, and I did that because resident assistants get at my school, they get free housing, so I didn't have to pay to live in dorms, and it also allowed me scholarships. At my school, RAs got $750 in scholarships and free room and board. When I became an RA, I should have just stopped taking out student loans because at that point, I did not need them. Also, at one point, I was what they called at my school a Warhawk recruiter, and that gave like a $500 scholarship or something like that. All I did was show students around campus, you know, do tours. We did a little bit travel around the state, and we kind of set up a little meet and greet for families to learn more about our school and yada yada yada. So that was 2 ways that I was involved on campus. And again, being involved at my school, we had so many other organizations where you could get scholarships just for volunteering your time, being involved on campus. When I started being involved, that is when I should have stopped taking out student loans. I should have, but literally being an RA, I used to get like $4,000 refund checks, $3,000 refund checks. I did not need to take out a student loan. I did not. But for some reason, I still did. For some reason, being an RA basically kind of paid for my school. So my senior year, my final semester in college, I was still a RA and I did not take out any more student loans. And I still had like a $2,000, or I forgot how much, $2,000 or $3,000 refund check with no student loans. And that's just from scholarships from the college, scholarships from my university, and being involved on campus. School paid for the last year. I could have been achieving that goal. But I learned in like my junior, senior year the proper way to do things. I wish I had paid the money back a little sooner. I wish I was actively paying the money back instead of accumulating it over the years. But that is okay. Again, we're on a debt-free journey. This year has been great for paying off debt with student loan interest being frozen until September 30th, 2020. It has been great. So let's talk about right now. Now I am in grad school. I'm still at the university that I graduated undergrad with because they have a really good MAC program, Masters of Accountancy. And I am now paying for my tuition out of pocket. I will never take another student loans. I'll take time off and work before I take out another student loan. But it's been going great because I actually got another scholarship. I think they told me in April. So again, y'all, all y'all have to do is apply for these scholarships. They are out there. I know people who look like me when we have our College of Business scholarship ceremonies who are racking up fives and tens of thousands of dollars in scholarship. And that's just one of them. And their name gets called like 7 times with the program. You're like, dang, they got all the scholarships. They did. And I'm so happy that they did. There have been times when my name has been called twice for my college scholarship. I was so shook one year that I got so many scholarships from the College of Business. I could have fainted. I could have just fainted, y'all. I was like, wow. That's what I'm saying. All you have to do is apply yourself. You don't have to stress yourself out taking 18, 20 hours. You don't have to do it. You do not have to do that. Do well is what I'm saying. Again, I took between 12 and 14 hours. That's 4 classes or 5 with an elective. I only made A's and B's in all of my college classes. and I applied myself. I'm not saying that it was easy for me. I struggled in several classes, but by the grace of God, I came out with the B. Again, if you need student loans, get them. I'm not saying don't take them at all, but only take what you need. Pay them back as soon as you can. Like, pay them back. Don't let them build up interest. If you're getting federal student loans, I suggest getting the subsidized loans, because the unsubsidized loans accrue interest even while you're in school. The subsidized loans don't accrue any interest until your grace period is over. Graduate 6 months after that, that's when they'll start accruing interest. Again, I'm in grad school right now, so I'm still in my grace period. And this year, I just recently still steadily am paying back my student loans. Hopefully, I can get the balance in half by the end of this year. But I'm telling you, I'm going to pay off my loans and I'm going to buy a house. That's my plan. I know some people say they're going to carry them loans to their grave, but that's not me. I don't want that on me. I also want to touch on that I also had the Pell Grant under my belt. I know a lot of your parents make too much for you to get the Pell Grant. Let me tell you my specific situation. In college, I was what they considered an independent student. An independent student. If you have been around my channel for a while, then you know that I think I did a video about when I was younger, my mother passed away. For that reason, in college, I have been considered an independent student. Me applying for the Pell Grant has been on my own income. If you are in a position where you can be an independent student, apply as an independent student for these grants and or loans, okay? Okay. Again, every year I got selected for the verification process, but again, it's true. You know, I applied. I have to do the little verification form every year, but nothing changed. I applied. I submitted the same information every year. No problem. I was always given the max amount of Pell Grant. Do what you have to do to not be in debt by student loans. Okay? Okay. So I want you guys to look in the comments, because again, like I said, my audience is 18 to 24. I'm 23. I just graduated college last December when I was 22. If you have any advice for these incoming freshmen and upcoming seniors, please leave it down below. What advice do you all have? But I want to hear what you guys have to say, because maybe I can apply it in my own life going forward. I know a lot of older women watch me as well. You guys have been through it, conquered that battle. So what advice do you have? I would love to hear from everybody out there. High school students who are doing dual enrollment, what has your experience been like? High school students who have passed the AP exams and have got that college credit, what has been your experience? How did you do it? Leave tips below. Let's all help each other. Let's lessen the amount of students going into college thinking that they need student loans, because you don't. That's all I have for you guys. So thank you all so much for watching. See you all in a later video. Again, I definitely would like to share that information about my debt-free journey, which is coming soon. Love to talk about that. So look for that in the coming week or so. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this type of content and you would like to see more like financial literacy or advice videos and things like that, then let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, then give me a thumbs up. Leave me lots of comments below and subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification bell so you guys can be notified for future uploads. Bye!